Hi, Iconic. I just answered your comment. Thanks for the information that you gave me about the noodles. I saw that. Thanks for putting that in that comment. Hold on, y'all. My cough is still pretty bad. Let's see what we got in here. Hold on. Let me jump in here. I feel like we haven't been in the men's room forever, but I was like, I still don't feel 100, but I just been away too long. I've been away too long. Let me get in the chat. Let me see. Iconic is here. Hey, Cody. Sting. Hey. We just left the what you call it? The live in a safe zone, but it cut off. So yes, hey, stay in my lane. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Y'all, this cold is just nasty. It was being good earlier. I don't know why. It's getting ready to get started. Let me drink this water. Mm. Probably because I had some cashews and that probably irritated my throat. Okay, let me see. So we got Iconic, Cody, Sting, Lashonda. Hey y'all, Iconic said, stay in my lane. Uh Love all your videos. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. Y'all, I am gonna do a little bit of coffee in your face. I don't know what's going on. It was okay earlier. Man. Y'all, we have not been in the men's room in forever. Forever. How it's been at least a month. Has it been a month? Maybe like a month, 3, 4 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Too long. Hey, Ambrosia. Hey, get my chat. I'm on my way to get food, but it's still listening. Okay, thank you, Ambrosia. I'm hoping that the men are gonna roll up in here, y'all. It's their night. We gotta hope that they roll up in here. I don't know where Ray is. Ray might stop in. I don't know where y'all Darius just fell off the face of the earth. I don't know where Darius is. Hopefully Corey will be able to make it. Maybe Mark might step. Well, Mark might not be stepping in. But we got a couple of men in here. Like, is Maine gonna come? Is I don't know. It's like, is Break Forever gonna come? Where are the men? Like, I'm summoning y'all back to the men's room. I should have did a post earlier that may have went across their timeline for them to see. Damn. Okay, Iconic said, what has it been 3 weeks? It seems like it's been forever. Let me see. Cody said, just like your bad cough, I got the hiccups. And I'm a little sick and still here. Oh, Cody, I hope you feel better. I definitely hope you're not sick like I was. But I do feel so much better. I don't even want to think back on how it was because it's so much better now. But how have y'all been doing? I did go live Thursday for game night. And then I came live Saturday for movie night. Was I live yesterday? I don't think I came live yesterday. I don't think. Why do I feel like I did? I don't know. I can't remember because I've been going live here and on my other channel. Oh, I'll get your big ass up. So now I'm getting kind of mixed up about where I was live. Let me see. The Shonda said we need to play a game for free cash. What's free cash? What's free cash, LaShonda? I've been trying to do a couple more game nights. I've been trying to like sneak a couple of more in there. Uh, Let me see. I know Thursday we have our regular game night. I did have a lot of fun doing Pictionary. I don't, LaShonda, we gotta sneak one in there. But if y'all are subscribed to my other channel, get your big ass up. If you're subscribed over there, y'all know that's highlight my weight loss journey. And I do have a health trivia coming up over there where it's going to be more questions geared towards health or whatever. But it's a trivia coming up. So y'all might want to join in on that too if y'all like games. Uh, we need to play a game for free cash. What do you mean free cash? LaShonda, tell me what you mean. How cash get free? Tell me. Tell me. But we also have to reschedule the 10K celebration. I was sick and had to cancel it. So I still have to reschedule that. And that should be scheduled within the next 2 weeks for sure. Definitely within the next 2 weeks. Oh, my bad. What? LaShonda, I'm trying to see what you're saying. I kind of said, oh, no money is free. somebody worked for it, right? I'm just trying to see. I might be like slow about what she's trying to say. I might not understand it. Maybe she'll put it in the comments for us. Yeah, so, oh gosh, hold on, y'all. Oh, look at me, taking me off, but coughing in your face anyways, Lord. Okay, let me see. Cody said, I'm not going to lie, I've never been to the men's room. Where's the men's room? The men's room is a space that we come to most Mondays that we highlight the men in the chat and we give them the opportunity to share their experience, thoughts, and opinions on different topics. Like very few times have we did a freestyle, but we can't do a freestyle where you guys just talk about what you want to talk about. But for the most part, I try to bring a topic and we kind of like just get those thoughts from the men, and this is the opportunity for the women to kind of just like sit back and not debate about it, not try to fix anything, just to try to just get an understanding. So that's what the men's room is about, Cody. If you have never watched any of them, go back and look at some of the old men's room. You know, if you put It's Grandma's World, the men's room, some of them will pop up. Go back and look at some of them. I think you'll like them. I think you'll like them. Huh, come on, man. We need y'all. We need y'all. I want to give them a couple minutes to get in here because I'm a couple minutes early. I came on a little bit early. I scheduled it for 8:45. Let's give them until 9 o'clock, y'all. Let's just give them 11 more minutes to get the notification with the possibility they might be able to stop in. If not, we'll just go with some of the things that I have to talk about. And I don't like trying to take over the men. I know I try to take over stuff a lot, but I don't try to take over the men's room because I think that it's the opportunity for the men to have conversation. Now we do have a telephone number here for the men who say that it's too much for them to type. They want to call in. They can call in on the number too. So that's an option. We did that I think we did the last couple men's rooms that we had. But yeah, so Cody, so you got to make sure you come back for these men's rooms. Let me see how many men are there plus me. That's one. I don't know. I think you're the only one in the room. I think you're the only one, unless they're in the bushes, you're the only one who came down so far. So that's why I'm saying maybe let's give the other men a chance to get in here. We haven't had the men's room in, I kind of said 3 weeks. So that could have threw them off. You know, we had the holidays and all that. Then I got sick. So all of that happened. So that could have threw them off about what we normally do on Mondays. Or maybe they just can't make it tonight. But let's just give them a minute to see if they'll come through so we can get, you know, this perspective. Otherwise, Cody, you're on the chopping block. You are the one that's going to have to carry it. I have had that happen before. We are lucky enough to get one or two of the men, and they carry it. So you can do it. You can do it. Let me pull up my notes that I have for it. I want to make sure I have that because, like I said, I don't try to take over these nights. I try to like be quiet, sit back, and listen to understand. Listen to understand. That's the only thing that we want to do as the women over here. Oh, I thought I had it in this phone. Oh, I did. Okay, I was about to say. That's all we want to do over here on the men's room and just listen to understand. Let me see who just came in. I'll have to pull this up on my other phone too. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for coming into the men's room. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is that Abdul? Hold on, let me get the comments, y'all. I gotta plug up another phone. Thank you, Abdul. So beautiful, queen. Thank you. Hey, Blessings. Blessings said, hey, got my chat minds, cooking and listening. Thank you, Blessings. Abdul said, how are you? I'm doing great. Like Don. What is 09? Wait a minute. I have not seen 09 in forever. I haven't seen OG in forever. Is that because of the men's room? But they were coming in on other live. But y'all know I haven't really been coming live because I was sick. Did I do that much damage to the channel? Because I haven't seen them. I kind of, where they been? Let me see, dude, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Just drank my boy 7-Up instead of my Dr. Did you? Oh my gosh. Man, I need the man to get back. I'm going to have to make a post to them and say, get back over here. I was just sick for a week or so. Get back over here. Abdul said your live stream thank you. I appreciate you. Abdul, I'm going to assume you're a male. Tell me if you're a male or female, just in case. Just in case before I start talking. Because sometimes I assume and the assumption is wrong. Tell me. Because tonight is the men's room and we need as many men as we can to listen to. Okay, I kind of said, haven't seen, right, I haven't seen them. Where are y'all? Huh, that's one thing about YouTube, y'all. You will have regulars to come in, and then in life start lifing and things change, and those people that you always saw are no longer there. That is such a thing with YouTube, and that you really have to learn how to like adjust. Adjust, because you get used to seeing them popping in all the time, and then when they just decide not to pop in anymore, they just decide not to pop in anymore. You have to just adjust, like, oh, I remember when they used to come in, and just remember those good times. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Man, we're going to give them 7 more minutes, and then we're just going to get on the topic. And the topic tonight is, are men valued only for what they provide? Are men valued only for what they provide? Y'all hold on one more second. Y'all, I'm still blowing my nose and everything, trying to get over this cold. I don't want to be doing that in y'all face. I'll be in and out because I'm back in the workplace. Okay. All right, blessings. Thanks for coming in. Cody said, when my old account was deleted due to copyright, I think I was gone for 3 weeks before I made this account. Okay. I see. A Iconic said, I say no, but I'm not a man. So, right. For the men who are in the chat, first off, just answer that question. Are men valued only for what they provide? What do you think about that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Or even if it doesn't even have to be all the men. Anybody in the chat, y'all answer that question. Are men valued for only the things that they provide? Do y'all believe that? Because the notes I have, because I only have notes. Well, y'all know I like to bring notes anyways. But on the men's room, I really have only notes because I'm not a male. So I can't speak on their behalf. I just can't be going that far to speak on their behalf. They have the answers, and we are here just trying to listen for the answer. Let me pull the chat up on this phone so I can see y'all and read my notes. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Cody said, what does that mean? Like, does society only value men as a whole, like as we perceive it from like a whole group of people? Do we perceive them just being valued for what they can provide, like what bills they can pay, what they can fix, like things like that? Let me see. Let me come in here. Oh, okay. Okay. So if there's any men in the chat, y'all drop down. If y'all come in later, great. If y'all come back on the replay, drop these answers in the chat. Let me know y'all was here, okay? So these are the notes I have. In relationships, men are often expected to provide financially, to lead, and protect. Okay? The emotional needs may be overlooked because we started thinking like they need to be paying the bills, they need to make sure that we're protected, they need to take the lead, all of that, when emotional needs may be overlooked. So are men loved for who they are or for what they do? Are we actually loving men on a whole? You know, not everybody, but on the surface for the most part, loving men for what they do and not who they are? That was going to be one of the questions that I asked. Or let's ask the women. The women, we're gonna have to stand in the gap. We got to stand in the gap for the some of the men that's not here tonight. Do we feel as women that men are mostly loved for who they are and not for what they do? What y'all think about that? Tell me what y'all think about that in the comments. So when we're talking about like the emotional support gap, like men are often listened to only when strong. Like when they're showing some kind of strip, then we want to listen, right? Or avoid it when struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's avoided when struggling. Some men feel like burdens when they're vulnerable. They don't want to be vulnerable because they feel like they they're a burden. Like they become a burden. They don't feel equal to being able to be vulnerable like females do. A lot of times, this is the notes that I got, y'all. This is not me saying it. This is what they're saying. Hey, T. Will, let me see. Herbert, wait, her to drop a like. Oh, here to drop a like and a listen. Thank you, T. Will. I appreciate you for that. Cody said, as a man, I think it depends on what type of girl it is. Okay. I kind of said I love them for who they are. What they do is a bonus. Okay, I kind of, yes. Okay, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. So, excuse me, y'all. Like I said, I'm still sick. So, are men allowed to fall apart? Like, do we really allow men to like have so much on their shoulders that they fall apart, or are only expected to hold things together? Like, do we only want them to continue to be the glue, or when we see that things maybe it could be a death in the family, a job that's lost, a business deal that went through, whatever, do we allow men to fall apart? Or are we looking at them different if they fall apart? Do they get equal access to falling apart like females do? Do y'all think that? Let me see. I kind of said I love them for who they are. What they do is a bonus. I kind of said I agree with Cody. And Cody said, as a man, I think it depends on what type of girl it is. Hey, Sared. Sared said, hey, get mine, chat. Okay. So do y'all believe that men are able to fall apart? Are they allowed to fall apart without judgment? Without judgment, well, of course, if they fall apart, they fall apart. You can't stop that. But are they able to be vulnerable and have situations come up and just not be able to take it at the time and need to find different coping mechanisms as a female, as the female is accepted to do so? Are men as accepted to do that same thing? Do y'all think that? Let me see. Hi, Patrick. Patrick said not at all. I kind of said yes. Patrick, I'm assuming Patrick is a male. Oop, I'm going to drop my phone. Y'all, I did drop my phone. Lord. Patrick said, not at all. Patrick, are you a male before I start addressing you something different? Let me know. Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's cold. It's cold. It's about to drive me crazy. Patrick said yes. Patrick said, yes, you are seen as weak. That is so do y'all agree with me that that is so unfair? Because bottom line, men are human. Like I know the perception we want to have, but at the end of the day, they're human. And that's Patrick. Have you ever, if you ever saw that happen to you or to someone you know, what happened to make you feel that way? What was the incident? What was said to make you feel that way? Let me see. I kind of said, I see them as stronger. I kind of said if she sees something like that and see them work through that, she sees them as stronger. Cody said, me personally, I think the boys will do the work, but if the girl wanted to, they will. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, so let's talk about praise versus presence. Men receive praise for accomplishments, but not always for just being present, being kind, and being emotionally available. Do y'all agree with that? That men receive praise for accomplishments, but not always just for being present, kind, and emotionally available. Do y'all agree with that? I think as a whole, a lot of times, I think as a whole, I'm not talking about like isolated incidents. I'm talking about like as a whole, like society gives the perception of. Let me see. Patrick said, uh, those are the bare minimum. Those are the bare minimum. Sweat said, I can see that. Yes. I can see that. I don't think it's enough emphasis on it. I really don't think it's enough emphasis. Yes, it is good to praise anybody for accomplishments, but it's so easy to praise a female for being kind and present and emotionally available, but not when it's a male. Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin, have you heard from Darius at all? We just finished talking about Darius and OG at 09. Have you seen him around anywhere? Let me see. Sweat said, hey, Caitlin. So, If you're a female, if you know of this happening, or if you're a male, let me know when the last time this happened. When is the last time a man was appreciated just for existing? If you are a male, and when was the last time you were appreciated just for existing? And if you're a female, when is the last time any men in your life, men that you're with, fathers, uncles, cousins, when did you see them uh when did you see them appreciated just for being them? The last time. I kind of said, hey, Caitlin. Wait, let me see. Cody said, me personally, I don't know what to say about this. Okay, Cody. Suret said, please hit the like button, y'all. Y'all been hitting that like. Look at 14. Thank y'all. Hey, Trakel. Hey, Trakel. Patrick said, when I was a boy. Okay. Let me see. Hey, Iconic, Suret said. Iconic said hi to Trakel. And Caitlin is speaking at K-pop and Iconic. Caitlin said no. Okay. Dang, I don't know. I hope you okay. Let's see. Trakel said, hey, Iconic. Caitlin said hey to Trakel. Trakel said, hey, Suret and Caitlin. So, yes, y'all, when is the last time y'all have seen, for people in y'all life, if you're a female or if you're a male, when was the last time a man was appreciated just for existing? Not for getting the promotion, not for protecting you in a situation, not for paying this or that bill. When was the last time? Let me see. Love your likes. Oh, hold on. Love your likes. And my family appreciate my friends and loved ones. Thank you for checking out our men and women. Absolutely. Who is it? That is Kay Brianna. Hi, Kay Brianna. Thanks for coming in. Let me see. Let's see. King Carl said, excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing in the men's room? In the men's room is where we have topics for the men, where we highlight the men and allow the men to come in with their experiences, opinions, and thoughts. And the women in the chat sit back and watch, listen, and try to understand without debate or try to fix the situation. Hey, the Boxer Scholar, how you doing? Cody said, I feel like I'm the only man in here. No, you're not. They're coming in. Some of the men are coming in right now. Right, the Boxer said, hold on, I'm here. Let me see. Welcome everyone. Samantha said, Iconic said, my uncle. Okay, Iconic said she has seen her uncle, but when was the last time? When was the last time? Because we want to highlight the fact that, yes, we appreciate the man existing, but how often does that happen? How often does it happen where we are stopping and telling a man that we appreciate their sheer existence? Not for the bill, not for fixing the car, not for filling up the gas tank, not for raking the leaves, not for going to work and bringing a paycheck, none of that, but for just existing. Let me see. Hey, Melissa's in here. I see Melissa's in here because Samantha said hi to her. Dang, I dropped my phone, y'all. I dropped my phone. Melissa, hey, let me see. Let me try to, here. I know what I can do to see. I can come from this phone, y'all. Let's see. Let me see where Melissa is. Uh-oh. There she is. She said, hey, come on, chat. Cody said, I feel like I'm the only, okay, I got that already up there. Let me see. Let me go down. Welcome, everyone. Saret said, Iconic said her uncle. Saret said, hey to Melissa. The Boxing Scholar says, sister, you should do this. And drop the link. Man, listen. The Boxing Scholar, you are, like, brave about those panels, but folks be losing their whole channels because people be doing that porn buy stuff, and I'm scared of the panels now. So, like, for the last, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, I've been so scared of the panels. So, the only thing that I've done was get a telephone number where people could fall in. People could call in if they want to. I'm scared. You brave. The Boxing Scholar said you need to drop the link. And the reason why he's saying that is because y'all know we have the men's room over here all the time. But the Boxing Scholar has really good commentary over there about some really good issues too. So he looking like He have some bomb panels and stuff over there. So he looking like, wait a minute, what you doing? Drop the link. So y'all go over there. He's scared. He's scared. Y'all go over there and make sure y'all subscribe to him and get in his conversations because he has some really good conversations over there. Let me see. Kibar, hey Kibar, the Boxing Scholar said, I love conversations like this. Yes, we are talking about how or if men are valued only for what they do, only for what they can provide. Like, I don't care what nobody's saying. My opinion, and it's not a night for my opinion, but I'm saying I just feel like that's the sheer reason why we've been doing the men's room over here for over a year, is because I just feel like men are overlooked, underrated, like I just think they up under the global perception, and I feel like that's so unfair. So that's the whole reason why we have the men's room over here, so they can say, hold on, we have something to say. And then this is a space where us women can say, hold on, we listening. We ain't trying to fix nothing. We ain't trying to debate nothing. We ain't trying to go back and forth with you all. We want to listen to understand, and that's it. Let me see. The Marxist Scholar said, I get it though. Yes. Let me see. They poured by me last episode. Did they? Did you catch it? Tell me if you caught it. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I would forever be scared. Let me go back up where I was. Okay, let me see. Uh, love you too, 24. Say hi, 24. Let me see. Olivia said, I'm fat. Girl, I'm fat too. But I lost some pounds, y'all. But announce it on the other channel. I'm announcing it on the other channel. It's Get Your Big Ass Up. Y'all go over there. I'm going to be announcing it probably like in the last 2 weeks. I'm proud of myself. Let me see. Cody said, I can't wait till you get to 11K subscribers. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, Chill. How you doing? I kind of said 3 weeks ago, okay, I'm ugly. Oh, Olivia, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you look in that mirror and think you're beautiful, that's all that matters. Let me say, I kind of said last time I saw him. Oh, last time you saw your uncle. Good, good. Hey, Sarah, Melissa said, the Boxing Scholar said, I can't believe that they did that. They tried to get me before, but I was quick on the draw. And since then, I'd be like, I can't chance losing my whole channel. Let me see. Kayla said, call in, Boxing Scholar. He said, thank you. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. K. Brianna said, love your delivery and that you're genuine. Thank you, K. Brianna. Let me see. Kayla said, I think they're over. Okay, this ain't about my opinion. Let me ask these questions and give these men an opportunity, because y'all know I'll start talking and it's not my time to take over. It's not my time. Let's see. The Boxing Scholar said, what's the calling number? Let me get this number. What I do with all the photos in my hand, Lord? Let me get the number because I don't know about her. I just have it when we come over here. Hold on. Wait, it's the Google number. Hold on. I should have had that. I've been so out of sorts, y'all, because I've been so sick. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Lord, let me call it up. Let me call my phone. Let me call my phone so I get the number, y'all. Because it's only a Google number for this. I don't use it, so I don't know about her. Okay, let's see. Let me type it in. Serena, are you in here? Can you type it in the chat for me? No, that's not right. No, it's a Google number. Hold on, let me get it right fast, y'all. Where is it? Let me see Google. No, Google Voice. Voice. That's what it is. Google Voice. Is that it? Let me see Google Voice. Did I save it in here? I'm sorry, y'all. Did I save it in here as Google Voice? No, I did not. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Hold on. Is this the Google Voice? No, that's not it. Man, y'all. App library, Google Voice. Okay, there it is. Okay, now let me call my number. Oh, Lord. Two. Okay. Now it should show up on my phone. Oh, it did come as Google. But what's the number, though? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get the number for it. Okay. Here's the... Soretta, are you here? Let me see if Soretta's here so she can write it down for me. Let me get back to the chat. Sorry, y'all. Let me go. Let me see. Last time I saw him. The Boxer Scholar. What's the number? I don't know. It's Boxer. Oh, me too upset. You say 2 Kayla. I'm sorry. Get well soon, Kayla. Get my. We will. Thank you. I caught it. Okay, Saret, can you just type this in the chat for me? And I'm gonna pin it. 1414. Or I can do it off this. Oh no, this off. This is a different phone. No, no. 1414 376 0076. Or anybody who want to put can put in there for me. 1414 376 0076. Y'all put it in there for me. I'm waiting for y'all to put it in there. I need to save it under something. It looks like I do have it saved in my phone though. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Saret. Saret got it in there right there. She got it in there. So if the Boxer Scholar or anybody else wants to call in, y'all can. Okay, let me get back to what we were saying. Okay, so what we were saying, that men receive the praise for accomplishments, for the most part. A lot of the times, let's say that. But not always for being present, being kind, and being emotionally available, okay? So we talked about what was the last time we seen that happen with the men in our lives, okay? Let me make sure this ringer is up because I'm real bad about having my ringers off, y'all. I'm real bad about that. Okay, so who sets the standard? Is the pressure of all that we're thinking overall, even though we have some people like myself or Iconic can say that she don't necessarily, oh, let me pin it. Thank you, Sweat. She don't necessarily feel that way. Let's see who's setting the standard. Who started this mess? I don't even know who started this mess. Weren't they kings? I don't understand. Okay, was it society? Do you think society got together and like started this whole mess of that perception of men? Do you think women came together in some kind of effort and with that male bashing, all that kind of stuff? Were they the reasons why that perception just came to the surface for men? Did other men do this? Like, the other men look at each other and then they have some kind of hate or jealousy or something like that where they put this perception out there about men? Or was it themselves? Or, I mean, I'm sorry, was it ourselves? Did we just sit up and start thinking about men in this way ourselves? Oh, I kind of said men did it. Ooh. I kind of said men did it, y'all. Who agree with that? I kind of said she think the men did it. Tell me why you think the men did it, Iconic. That's interesting. Tell me why you think the men were if they are at fault for this. Why? Let me see. I think this might be the Boxer Scholar, y'all. Wait, hello? Wait, hold on. Speaker. Hello? Wait a minute. Do I have you turned down? Wait, I got speaker. Can you hear me?
Call from.
Oh, Lord, scared me.
To accept, press 1.
Oh, you got to press 1. Okay. Okay, the Boxer Scholar. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Thanks for calling in. I'm trying to learn how to work this thing. The thing scared me, telling me to push 1 before I let you in here. Thanks for calling in. Huh? This is one of those Google voice number things.
Ah, okay.
Yes, but they can hear you. Let me turn my volume
So
up in
I
case I
was
have
gonna
to.
say,
Uh huh.
I think, well, of course, men created it, right? I mean, there was a time where women were literally getting sold for shekels and cows, right? So obviously, men created the systems that we're in. But the system that we have in America is kind of like it's the freest. Like it's hierarchy, it's capitalism, where women like Elon Musk ain't nothing alpha about him, right? But
Yeah.
he's able to be high value in today's society. So in today's society, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I do 100% agree with you. There's a lot of stuff that like I later revealed to my wife, and she's like, "You should have said that." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "I just didn't want to say it at the time." You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'm a human being too. I don't always express myself or even know how to express myself for that matter.
Right. Right.
Like that wasn't normalized. Like even now, like when you tell somebody go to a therapist, the first thing they be like, "I ain't crazy." Well, wait a minute, ain't nobody said
Exactly.
that you was crazy.
Right.
We're just saying that sometimes just saying stuff out loud, there's power in that. Like
Exactly.
something you've held so long, and you're like, okay, I'm never gonna tell nobody this. Just saying it out loud, gives you a little bit of power. And
It's healing in that alone, right?
Yes, the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing that. Yes.
Right. So
And
we did have a men's rule before where we talked about vulnerability, men and vulnerability, and that came up where men are saying like it's not like they don't want to say things out loud, but they have to really feel that they are in a safe place to put that out there. Otherwise, because they don't want to otherwise be perceived as being weak.
yeah, if I had to put it in perspective, I would say this. You know how sometimes a woman might have did something sexually in her past that
Right.
she lies about or don't want to admit to,
Yeah.
and then the dude finds out later, and he's like, "Why you just didn't tell me? It's not even that bad."
Right.
And she don't know. She didn't. She was scared of judgment. She didn't know how to verbalize it. That's how
Right.
men are with their feelings.
Right. That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
I seen a video the other day, and I was like, I'm so glad I'm out the dating market and not
Ooh,
YN
you
right
better
now.
be
It was
happy.
a young girl. It was a young girl that said, "What type of dude sit up there and cook?" I'm like, "Wait a
Oh,
minute, what?"
I know you lying to me.
She suggested that he was gay for cooking. I'm like, oh my God, you can't do nothing nowadays. You can't cry. You can't cook. You
Look,
can't be human nowadays.
my daddy
That's
cooked
just-
all my life. I'm trying to figure out what happened to all them husbands I had that didn't cook. That was the problem, that they didn't cook.
That's how my back got big now.
Right. Exactly. Man, okay.
I'm like, man, it's crazy. But
Okay.
you know what? They when I listen to young people, because a lot of time I think the elders make a mistake about not listening to the young people, right?
Yeah.
I listen to them
Yeah.
and try to gauge where they are, and
Yeah.
they got it pretty easy. We had to go trial and error, right?
Right.
So a lot of the stuff we had was through failure, pregnancy, teen pregnancy, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most players high go get. They don't even know what that is. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
A lot of stuff was heartbreak, trial and error. So we know at our advanced stage what we want out of life and stuff. But
Right.
they don't have that trial and error. So everything for them is philosophical.
Right.
So that's why they're like, well, man is supposed to be this. He better not cry. He got to be gay. What? Well, wait a minute. What?
Right. Exactly.
So, yeah, I try to like my stepdaughter. I try to talk to her about stuff like this, or if she's willing to talk to me. I don't unsolicited advice. I try not to do that, especially
Yeah.
at my older age. I didn't like that when I was younger, but yeah, they generation. I don't know. They go in the opposite ways. You remember on the movie The Little Rascals when they had the hate clubs? They
Yeah.
had, that's what society's moving to. And then,
Right.
the YouTube algorithm is pushing them further because the algorithm's job is designed to find something that will get you addicted.
Yes.
So you'll go down the wormhole.
Right.
So just send you reinforce your already, because you asked a while ago. So this is normally what happens, right? When we were younger, we had our innocent love that we gave to somebody that probably didn't deserve it. If you look at statistics, right?
Right.
And we trusted them, and even though we wasn't supposed to like be naive about a situation, we said, you know what? I believe this person is telling me the truth, and my loved ones are lying to me.
Right.
And then
Right.
we find out that person was lying, and then we start having trust issues, and the rabbit hole kind of gets deeper from there.
Right.
But that was our experience to get wisdom. We didn't just know from a philosophical.
Yeah.
These younger people, what happens is they'll go through something similar, but then the algorithm will push them videos to tell them to hate the opposite sex. And then it gets reinforced. It's like propaganda and brainwashing to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like the fresh and fit guys, when I be listening to them, I'm like, what? I cannot believe people be believing this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the alpha male. And alpha males, we don't cry. We don't even eat bananas. We take knives.
Right, exactly.
You're like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
And if you don't eat that banana.
Right. Psychotic said the father set the standards for their sons. A lot of times I think they can, and sometimes those standards can be bad or good.
This is true, but what if our father didn't? What if he had a lot of deficiencies and he did the best he could do?
Right, that's the standard. That is the standard that he put. Whatever, whether the standard is good or bad, I think the fathers have a lot to do with it. I think the father set the groundwork and for the man to later find out if that was a good foundation or I'm going to have to build from that foundation from this point.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a neighbor, and he be coming over, and like I outsource a lot of stuff for the house because I didn't have my dad around to teach me how to fix a lot of stuff, so I'm behind the 8 ball, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Adam.
So a lot of times I'd be like, yeah, I just go ask him. I try to learn from him so I could do it in the future, but. When he brought I think his son might have been 7 years old. His son fixed a hole in the wall, did the baseboard, like he was just doing. I was like,
right,
dang man, we got to give each other grace, black men
you
and
do.
Black women, because
right,
that was something that wasn't a luxury to me when I was younger. I definitely
just wasn't exposed to it. They don't mean that you don't want to do it, that you got to be called trifling because you don't know how to do it. You wasn't exposed to it. So this person who grew up with it, how can you be on the same level in that area when you just was simply not exposed to it? How can society hold you responsible as a man for what you represent today because of that? Hey, Justice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they be like, listen, I can't be with no man that don't know how to change no tire. Well, the tire's easy, I ain't gonna lie. Let me oil change.
Okay.
I can't be with no man that don't know how to do no oil change. Oil change? Who's teaching how to do oil changes when we young? Like,
right.
I don't know. I wasn't exposed to that. I can't speak for nobody else.
Right. Let me see. My mom made sure all my brothers could cook. I kind of said her mother made sure all her brothers could cook. Justice said, hey, all. Adam said, get my looking extra pretty. What? I'm so sick. Adam, I'm over here looking like I'm getting ready to bring every strand of gray hair out of here before I diet for my nephew's party this weekend. I'm going to be looking crazy on here. I don't care. I'm still coming because I've been gone so long. Let me see. Hey, JR. Justice, we asked, Adam said, hi to you. I kind of said, hey, Justice. Kayla said, your mom did right. I kind of, yes. I don't have any brothers, but for sure, if I had brothers, I don't know. My dad was like, I did have nephews that he kind of like took up under his wing as like almost like a dad too, but he wasn't making them get in no kitchen and cooking. My father was just too coddling for females. And he shouldn't have been no father. My father didn't have no backbone. He just believed in spoiling. But I believe if he had his own son, I do think that he would have made sure that, he took on some of the things that he felt like a man should know. But all men don't do that. What if a father was not a father? What if a father was a provider and he didn't necessarily work on cars? But what if he was a provider in so many different ways? Maybe he had a mechanic in the family that always took care of that, so he never did that. We can't judge the man because he had a different way of getting things done.
Outsourcing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, especially the older I get, I outsource a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, we had somebody come clean the house and we paid them.
Right,
like,
exactly.
What's that? The analogy they used to always give in these gender war talks, they would be like, what if your man woke you up at 3 a.m. to make a sandwich? I'd be like, first of all, why in the fuck are you waking somebody up out their sleep for a sandwich?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And then secondly, there's so much other options. Like, I feel like they bring traditional, they say, I want a traditional stuff, but they don't, like, you have to evolve.
Right.
Like the way we fight for rights now is not the way Martin Luther King them did.
Right.
Times evolve, things change, policy change, all that stuff. Technology changes. So you just have to evolve with it. Like, to be honest with you, I watched Michelle Obama, and everybody always talking about her show. They always go over there to get the negative stuff. One thing she said I completely 100% agree with. She said there's no such thing as 50-50 in a relationship.
People are saying that more now. People are saying that
Yep,
more
it's
now.
gonna be
They're
definitely
saying
changed,
100%.
especially in different areas. Yeah.
Right. They're saying 100, 100. You put it all in. Everybody put it all in.
Well, it depends. It depends. It depends. So you know how it is. Like what George Carlin said: when you move into somebody's house, their stuff is stuff, and your stuff is stuff, and their stuff is shit.
Yeah.
You know, like you always gonna pay attention to the other person and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Like so, like you're gonna always feel like you're doing more work. You're not gonna notice what the other person's doing until maybe you break up. You're like, dang. You remember Baby Boy? She didn't notice the little things Jody was doing
Yeah.
until
Right. Right. Till it's gone. Right.
kind of like that. Kind
Yeah.
of like that. So like in a relationship, somebody's gonna have a strength. We talked about different upbringings. In
Mhm.
certain areas, somebody's gonna shine and somebody's not. Right?
Mhm.
And normally the protector stuff, that's gonna be mainly the man. The
Yeah.
man's gonna be a majority of the protector. But even in situations like with Bun B got his house broke in Houston, you know, it's open carry.
Yeah.
And he said that his wife distracted the person long enough for him to go get his gun. I was like, that's a little risky for me. But, I mean, that wasn't all 100% him. But
Yeah.
there's never going to be a scenario. If it's kids, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my wife used to play sleep, so I would get up and get the baby. And I had no problem doing that.
Right.
You know, that was more like 70-30. You know what I mean? But I didn't complain because that's relationships. One person
Right,
gonna be doing
but can you really
most
put,
of the
if
work.
everybody's doing everything they could, can you put a percentage in it? Because maybe you might do more cooking, but you might do more cleaning. Maybe you might do more paying. Maybe you might do more getting things arranged. Like, it's just like, as long as you put your 100% in, then everybody is good. It's going to get covered one way or another.
That's a fact. You know, I had a woman on my channel that I could already tell. I could already tell she was successful. Just
Yeah.
the way she was talking, I was like, yeah, you're definitely successful.
Yeah.
And she said that basically she has a man and that, you know, she says she has retirement and it's hers. And I was like, did you acquire it before or after the marriage? She said it didn't matter. She wasn't going to share anything with him. And I was telling her, like, that's the wrong mindset.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you want to share something with somebody that you love? That's insane to me. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like capitalism drives a wedge between us too, because it's always been a fallacy for the black community. There's a dude named Hezekiah News. Y'all check him out on YouTube. He has some dope documentaries from like the 60s, the 50s, and I go through those documentaries and study the black family. Because you know, everybody be talking about it, but it's all anecdotal. I want like consensus.
Right,
like,
right,
you know,
exactly. You want to see it. Yeah.
Yes. And I listened to them, and those black people during those times, both of them was working. It was no, you know, the black woman stay at home. And I remember
Yeah.
watching one time, and it was this black lady, and she said this, and I understood her. I felt her pain. She said this. She said, basically, her and her husband are middle class black people, but basically middle class black people was like poor back then because they didn't allow them certain resources, and they
Yeah.
had to work like a dog for making like ends meet.
Right.
And she said that she feels jaded because she says she don't disrespect her husband, but she's mad at the system because she feels like she should have the luxury of her man going and making a livable wage so that she could stay at home and raise the children. Because she was like, our children is basically raising themselves. We got to leave a list of instructions of what to do, and we got to go out there and go get the grind. So all that nuclear family stuff that they selling now, that never really was our reality.
Yeah.
Maybe for some, but for the majority, it wasn't. And
Right.
then you go all the way back to slavery. They was jumping the broom and then they was splitting up their families. Then you go
Yeah.
back to the drug war. You can go back to every like little pocket of history and see that they were attacking the nuclear family for black people, but then they wag their finger like, oh, the nuclear family. It's like, wait a minute. And then they leave us with shambles to figure this stuff out. So listen, one thing, it's so crazy to me because I study a lot of boxing, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes people ask me questions, and I definitely will put my 10,000 hours, but I'll say, I don't know. And they're like, what the, how you don't,
Yeah.
how you don't know? And I'm like, just because you study so don't mean you know every single thing to do. That's how it is with
Yeah.
relationships and
Right.
and us.
Exactly.
Because I feel like too many times people get that microphone in front of their face on YouTube and they think that they exposited or everything.
Right.
What's wrong with saying, I don't know?
Right,
I don't know.
exactly.
This is what I tried.
Exactly, because how you grow from, how can you grow otherwise? The Battle Zone, the Battle Zone. The Battle said, I was an absent present dad. I see the growth of manhood in my sons. I was a teenage father. Now I'm 55 years old. no grandchildren, and my sons are in college. They're college graduates, and my next to youngest is getting his doctor degree. Okay, but listen, he said he was an absent present dad. I think what he's saying, let me know if I'm saying this right. I think what he's saying that I wasn't in the household, but I made sure I was present. Tell me if that's what you're saying. Tell me if that's what you're saying about us. I think that's what you're saying. Because the thing about it, that's what I wish a lot of men kind of realize, that they don't have to feel because they're not in the house that they cannot be as present. Of course, it's unfortunate if you're not able to be in a household, but you can still be present in their life, just as, it's in a different way, but whatever they never had, they never knew, they never gonna lose it anyway. If they never had you in the house, they never knew what it was to have you in the house, but you could be as present. So I love that for you, the battle zone. I love that for you and your boys. I love that. Let me see now. Right here it says, okay, we talked about, is the pressure coming from society, women, other men, or ourselves? What you think about that, Deboxer?
Everybody is complacent in the system.
You think everybody got a part in it?
Yeah, I find myself. I never run from this. They try to, they try to shame me on my shirt, but I'm like, no, I'm sexist. I was raised in America. How could I not be sexist?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna use that to save me? No. My mind works just like yours. I could be brainwashed to a certain degree, but I do believe in certain stuff like providing or sacrifice, submission, and stuff like that. Like the last episode I did, I basically was talking about that.
Yeah.
I feel like relationship function at the highest whenever the dude is sacrificing and the woman is submitting. When I gave the example of sacrifice, see, people think it's always with your life, which that is a big sacrifice. As much as we know, you only live once in your lifetime, so that is a huge sacrifice. That's why we value our army.
Right.
But there's others that will sacrifice too as well. Meaning, like, that 50 Cent has a book where he talked about how his grandpa will go to work every day and then give his grandma the whole check.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love 50 Cent is really smart. Outside that trolling stuff, he's really, really smart.
Yeah.
But he said that he didn't understand it, and his grandpa told him, like, I'll tell you when you get older. So when he got older, he asked him this question, and grandpa was basically saying that he wanted his wife to see that he was sacrificing and doing all that he could, working overtime and doing all the stuff, and he wanted her to see the entire check of what that was, so that she could go and budget the money, so she wouldn't feel jaded. Like, he working all these hours, he ain't giving me this, he ain't buying me that.
Yeah.
She gets to manage the money and, and put it where it goes. And she sees that he's sacrificing, so she don't be looking elsewhere because she knowing he's doing the best he could.
Yeah, that's how my father and my mother was. Like, it was just, I mean, he had a business, but literally at the end of the day, I'll see him come and just put the money out on the table. Like, and I've never known my father to ever pay a bill. My mother always had the run of the house to keep the house going. I would always wonder, what if something happened to my mother? My father would not know how to pay a bill. But that's just not the role he played. That's the role that my mom played. But this is the next question. Do men judge each other more harshly than anyone else?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I want to know if you agree with me on that.
Yeah, so it's part of the hierarchy system. So, like, when dudes get into it online, especially in the boxing sector, the first thing they do is start talking about somebody's coin, somebody's pocket.
Right.
And I'm better than you. Let me tell you why. Because I made this. Let me show you this money. I'm better than you. Like, so, yeah, it's a part of the system that we're in, the capitalism system that we're in, the hierarchy system. So, yeah, I agree.
The battle zone said yes, too. Yeah. And why is that? I don't know. Jealousy, feeling inadequate yourself, trying to put that off on somebody else because you feel like that about yourself, something like that.
No, it's just, I mean, you can only make decisions with the information that you have. And if you've been in this system paper chasing and you finally start to get it, you get a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And if somebody start talking stuff to you, the way to humble them is, well, I'm in the system that you in, and I make more money than you.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? So it's kind of like that.
Okay, so with the mental health impact, tell me what you think. Okay, so feeling disposable, like men can sometimes feel when they're just offered just to be valued off the things that they can do, right? Or, just the things that they can provide. That when they're feeling like that and feeling disposable, that could lead to isolation, depression, silence, all of those things when they feel like that. So then they're less likely to seek help or to talk openly. So what does it do to a person to feel replaceable? Because like if you only giving a man attention based on what he can do for what he can provide, then does that would that make you as a man feel replaceable? Like if you don't provide, then obviously the next person gonna come do it, because is that the saying, like if you don't, somebody else will?
Not necessarily that,
Hey
but just
Ray.
if you're not providing, you ain't ish. Like that's the feeling that they get from that.
Yeah.
Like if you, this is the standard of a male. If you not that, then you not anything in the world. So yeah, that's what you just said. They did studies on that, and they actually show that they're like we're the most depressed that we've ever been, all because of the things that you said. Yeah, like dudes don't feel like they can get help anywhere. This is why they're joining those fresh and fit women hate clubs, because they depressed. They ain't getting, they not getting no women. Women not giving them no play.
Right.
The women that stay age is talking to the older dudes. The older dudes is telling them not to get married so they can talk to the young. But yeah, it is definitely a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure for both sexes, but I can only speak for males. So yeah, absolutely. I would put it like this. I have some female friends, and like even when they be having like one night stands, they'll be telling me that they don't feel good about it. Like they'll feel like trash the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like you made the decision. They were just saying like, I guess that's the societal pressures that men feel with having expectation. Like you're supposed to be this.
Right.
If
Right.
you're not this. Because I've even heard of people just reaching a certain age and being like, dang, man, I'm still at this job. I thought I was going to be so much bigger or better in life right now. And I'm like, being depressed because of that.
Right.
It's a lot of pressure.
Exactly. Let me see. The Battle Zone said, especially for people that look like us. You're right. You're right. So, like, okay, so bottom line, so if the men are only valued for what they provide, what happens to them when there's nothing more to give then? If that's our perception, that men are only supposed to be there to provide, when they're not able to provide, anything can happen. An injury or a sickness, anything. So what happens then if we're thinking like that? What's the bottom line?
Man,
like, right.
There was a video of this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she basically said her dude, who was like a good dude to her, went through like a traumatic brain injury, and she was saying that he's changed a lot, and she's about to leave him. And she was like, what should she do? She was like, before everybody started judging, just look if they were in that situation. And I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't really blame her. Like, I don't know, like it just depends. Everybody is different. And if you took marriage vows, you're supposed to honor them. They ask you what sickness and health, right?
Right.
So you've agreed before the God and country. So I don't know how they feel about that, but I'm like, no, you should honor. But if it's boyfriend and girlfriend long term, I don't know that I would fault them for leaving, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I used to box. If I ever would have got into like a situation where I had TBI, I wouldn't have been mad at my wife for leaving, because that stuff comes with like like mood swings. Those people sometimes get abusive, and I know that it's just like a person with dementia. It's like a sickness. Like sometimes they can't control it. So I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Like I don't know. Like if somebody was dating somebody, a boyfriend, girlfriend, and one of them had a stroke, would they stay? I mean, I don't know.
That's a good topic.
I don't know. I can't say they wrong. I can't say they right. Situational.
Yeah. It's probably going to depend a lot on the dynamic of the relationship beforehand, how long you were together, how invested you are. I think it might have like a lot to do with that. Because I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think that I would be able to leave if it was a significant. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to leave. I'm not even going to put time on it. I don't know if I would just be able to do that, because it's just not their fault. And like, if you were in that position, and if it's till death do us part, and it's not, and it's saying it's sickness and health, like, let me see. The Battle Zone said, I've been divorced 3 times, and I'm judged by my failures and other relationships, dating relationships, harsh because of that. The Battle Zone, I've been married 3 times. I have one deceased husband, but I was married 2 other times on top of that. I didn't got over that. Like, people are going, I think it do sound crazy when I talk to somebody and they say something about marriage. When I start saying I've been married 3 times, I think that do sound crazy on the surface. If somebody say that to me, The boxing scholar?
I'm here.
Oh, maybe somebody else is calling. Hold on, let me see how I do this. Connecting. But how do I... Hold on one second. Let me see if I can connect them in here. Hold on. Hello?
Call from
Battle Zone.
Oh, Battle Zone came in. Okay.
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay. Let me do one. The Battle Zone?
Battle Zone.
Oh, you in here? Why didn't it do it?
Yeah, Battle Zone.
Okay, you in here? Okay. Do we have... Is the boxing scholar still in here? Dang. What happened? Hold on one second. Oh. I knew how to do this last time. Okay, we got the Battle Zone in here, right?
Yes.
And
Where's Boxer? Boxer is putting down some awesome knowledge.
he is.
Yeah, kudos. I would love to get him back on the call. And I'm not going to stay long.
Okay.
I think that there has to be a different standard of what you didn't learn. I was very transparent with my sons. I was there
Yeah.
when they were growing up, but I was not equipped to be able to pour into their lives the way that they needed to be poured into, and it was simply because no one had poured into me.
Right.
And so I was very transparent as they grew, as I was growing, to let them know that, look, I just don't know this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know this, and so now I see a wonderful wealth of information that they went outside of the spectrum of the nucleus family and sort that and they figured it out
Yeah.
for themselves.
Right.
So you have to be mindful of your thirst and your zeal for just wanting to do better.
Right.
And unfortunately, I failed in that in the relationship realm. But my next to my oldest son is getting ready to get married.
Yeah.
And the thing that really touched my heart was he came to me and he said, "Dad, what kind of advice you can give me?"
Wow.
And I was like, "Wow,
right.
come on, dude,
right.
failed." And he was like, "No, but the fire is that you kept going back and seeking that loving relationship." And he made it perfectly clear to say, "I just want to be able to pour that into this one person."
Uh-huh.
And that's the part that was just so exciting for him.
Right. Right.
Was that, yeah. So with that being said, I yield the floor. I'm a talker, but awesome sauce. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you at the top.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So I appreciate you for calling in.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks. Make sure you come back.
Yes. Oh no, I'm still here.
Okay. No, I mean the next men's room and the next live. Make sure you stay connected to the channel.
Oh yeah, we'll do. Most definitely.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Awesome. All right. God bless.
Okay. I don't know what I did to the Boxing Scholar. Boxing Scholar made a mistake and hung up. Last week I was able to merge the calls and everything, but it didn't give me the option this time. I don't know. I need to use that a little bit more so I can learn how to use it, y'all. Okay, Ambrosia said, I think that people never, I think what people never mention is, it is absolutely a good thing to remove yourself from a situation that doesn't serve you. People don't tend to marry just to divorce, but we're human, right? Things change, exactly. If you need to, you need to. That's a testament to your fatherhood. Exactly, it was a testament to his fatherhood. The fact that a lot of times, if men can be transparent and say, I don't have this father thing. I've never been exposed to it. I don't know how to go about the connection to it, how to be present. Sometimes that stands for something. Versus a lot of fathers that just want to keep lying about stuff and not being present and not showing up and lying and having the children expect things and look forward to things that's never going to happen. Just I think that might do more harm than a father that can just say, you know what, I just really don't have it, and just give the best that they have, and leave it like that, versus leaving a bad taste in the mouth for things that could come, like with lying and not holding up to what you said, not failing in your word and stuff like that. That's what I think. So yes, y'all, I'm so happy that all of y'all came in here to the men's room. Thanks for all of the women that sat up in this chat and listened, chimed in without judgment or fixing or debating. Y'all had very good comments to the men, and all the men that came in, both the Boxing Scholar and the Battle Zone who came in, who's new. I hope both of them, well, Boxing Scholar is always here, but I hope the Battle Zone makes sure he comes back into the men's room. Now, for the men, Wednesday, we have Gamma's men's check-in. Okay, so I asked the men to come in and check in. The live is only going to be like 30 minutes long, but it's a check-in. It's one question for the men to come in and answer, to leave a space for y'all to just like answer a question. It's just going to be one question. That's it. I don't know what it's going to lead to. I don't know what it's going to lead to, but it's only going to be one question that we want to hear from y'all on, and it's called Gamma's Men's Check-In. So I hope that y'all be here Wednesday for that, okay? And every Monday is the men's room, so I hope y'all come back here. Last 3 weeks, we didn't do it due to the holidays, and I was sick. I'm still sick, but not as sick. So, yeah, so I'll be so happy to see y'all again, okay? And Battle Zone says, shout out to the chat. Yes, and the mods. Yes, absolutely. So, y'all have a good night. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It'll probably be some kind of open topic tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll have the men's check-in. And Thursday is game night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And then we have Friday, which will be an open topic. And Saturday is the movie night. Every Saturday at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all know we see that part one of that movie that made us so mad, called He'll Never Let Go. Y'all go on Tubi and watch that movie. Talking about made me mad. Oh, we watching part 2. Actually, I'm just going to let y'all know I already watched part 2. Did I finish it? Did I finish it? No, I think I got to finish it. I think I fell asleep on it. I fell asleep. I got to watch part 2. I couldn't wait until next week. But then that's okay. I'm going to rewatch it with y'all. And then Sunday is another open topic. Okay, Ray said good night, y'all. Hey, Ray, I see you in there. I see you in there. I spoke to you. Thanks for coming in, Ray. I was wondering where you were earlier. I'll definitely check in. Thank you, Ray. I knew you would. Let me see. Let's see. Brosia said, shout out to you, the Battle Zone. Yeah, shout out to him. Let me see. Brosia said, bye, Ray. Good night, y'all. Iconic said, good night. The Battle Room said, thanks, Brosia. The Boxing Scholar. No, yes, it's ended now. But I don't know how I hung up on you. I thought I knew how to work this thing. Last week, it let me merge a call. It didn't let me merge a call this week. I don't know if I pushed the wrong thing. Maybe, I don't know. But I was trying to get both of y'all on there to Boxing Scholar. I typed in here for you to call back. So, yes, that's it. Let me see. Good night, everyone, Brosia. Good night, Justice. Thanks for hanging in there. So, yeah, so... y'all go get some of these content creators. Make sure y'all connect with them. We have Justice Reacts. We have the Boxing Scholar. We have Serenda's K-Pop. We have... Who else came up in here? Oh, I hate when I do this, y'all. Because this thing might not let me go all the way back. The Battle Zone, do you have a channel? Why does your name sound like a channel? Let me know if you got a channel. Let me see. Who else was in here, y'all? Who else was in here? I think that was all of the content. I said Serena's K-Pop. I think, Chill came in. Chili Will came in. And I think that was it. Yes, that was it. All right, let me see. I kind of said, Technical Doing the Boxing Scholar said, I'll catch you on the next... Thank you, the Boxing Scholar. And let me see, I kind of said, technical difficulties. Right. Y'all know I'll never get it together on this technical thing. Y'all know I suck at it. Y'all know I'm going to have an issue every time I push this button. Let me see, the Battle Zone said, no, okay. Or online radio platform. So how can we connect with that? An online radio platform. That's not a channel? What? I don't. Now you're confusing me. An online radio platform. Okay. So y'all look out for, if y'all know how to find an online radio platform, y'all see the name right there, The Battle Zone. I gotta see if I can try to find it. Because I've never listened to a online radio platform before. I just know about the social media platforms. Because I'm not tech savvy at all, y'all. Okay, I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. It's almost 10 o'clock where I am. Let me see. The battle said, we're launching it. Oh, in February. Stay tuned. Okay, make sure you stay connected so we can get connected. Everybody in the chat can get connected, okay? And the Boxing Scholar has really good topics too. So sometimes, you know, he has panels, so I think you'll like his channel, so you should connect with him too over there on his channel, The Boxing Scholar. And if you like boxing, he has some really good. I like boxing. Boxing has always been my favorite sport. It's a sport that my father and I, we both really shared back in the Sugar Ray Leonard, Roy Jones, Hers, what's called, George Foreman. No, I'm back in those days, so I like the Boxing Scholar for that reason, because he bring back some of those he does some shorts and does commentary on it. I love it over there. Okay, let me see what I okay, I got that. Okay, so y'all have a good night. We stayed on here for, what were we on here for? Almost an hour and 15 minutes, y'all. Okay, I'll see y'all next time. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the other content, videos, lives, and shorts.